Hi YouTube, this is Bonnie with Old Soul Mermaid, and today this is video 6 of my deck collection series, and today I'm going to show you my astrology decks, oracle, well I guess they're all oracle, they're not really tarot decks. In full disclosure, I have not worked with any of these decks at great length. I've played around with them a little bit because I'm not a proficient in astrology. I know, the signs and the basic characteristics of the signs, but I don't know, all the nitty-gritty of astrology, and it's something I desperately want to learn to enhance my tarot readings. So, the first two decks I'm going to show are, well, they're all for learning, but the first one I intend to work with is this, and I have done unboxings of a couple of these on my channel, but this one I have not. This is the Numinous Astro deck. I'm going to move my little colorful lamp back. Well, actually, I'm going to keep it where it is, and I'm just going to go up. The Numinous Astro deck, it's by Ruby Warrington, founder of the Numinous, with Bess Matassa. And this you can easily get on Amazon or your local Barnes & Noble, which is where I got this. Picked it up not long after it was released. Now it comes in a beautiful pink, lavender actually box. Oh, it's a little bit upside down, but you can see. It's by Sterling Ethos, New York. Nice box, beautiful box. And we open the box, and inside the particles of stardust from which our soul is woven, the numinous is a knowable essence of our being. So, it comes with a very nice book, and that's one of the reasons why I wanted it. I did see, there's other unboxings of this, but it's kind of like dip your toes in and get started. It's a nice little book here, goes over all the, like for instance, Sagittarius, the Voyager. It gives you keywords. The quality is mutable, element fire, planet Jupiter, house 9, symbol the centaur, body part the thighs, color purple, metal tin, gemstone topaz, city Mumbai, scent nomadic, untamable and spicy sweet, cinnamon, sandalwood, and musk. Style, traveling circus meets bohemian bazaar, rich tapestried fabrics, bangles, harem pants, and platforms. Tarot card is Temperance for Sagittarius. So this is a good little dip your toes in and get like a little, like a first lesson overview, a first course overview of, it goes into the houses and all that. So, and the sextile, and a bunch of things that I am not familiar with. I've heard of, I'm familiar with the terminology, but all the houses and what they are, and that I'm not as well versed in. And you can see these are still in their little plastic, so maybe this should have been an unboxing. But one thing that I knew, and I'm gonna run and get my scissors before I totally bend these cards. I knew and I could feel that the cardstock is not the best. It's very papery. It's not as flimsy. I would say not quite as flimsy as the the Antique Anatomy Tarot, but very close. And some people either love or hate these images, I know, and those are the backs. Let's see if I can get in now. So, these are all mixed up. I would expect that they would have the signs first, but they don't. Jupiter expansion, Mars action, Mercury communication, the moon is feelings. So this is collage art. Some people, you know, I love collage art. This is not the best collage art deck that I have. I have some that are really top quality, but I don't mind it at all. I'm going to use this not for readings, but for study. And, you know, so it doesn't really matter to me. It's a study deck. It's to get your kind of groove on with astrology, and then this is going to be the first deck that I use. So all you astrology proficients out there, this is what I'm going to use this for, so that I could learn and have it enhance my tarot readings. You know, I'm pretty well versed with the basic characteristic personality traits with the signs, but I would say that's about it. And also compatibility between the signs, you know, as far as that's me. That's Pisces, the mystic. I'm born in the third decadent of Pisces. My birthday is March 18th, so we are known as the born-again mystics. And it's just in my advanced years now is what I'm learning to claim as my power. Something that was very much dampened down due to my Mormon upbringing. And actually, I will tell you, it was astrology that was I was attracted to when I was 14 years old, when an aunt introduced me to it, a hippy-dippy aunt who introduced me to Jane Austen, to Lady Chatterley's Lover at 14, and she introduced me to astrology and got me a book. I took it home. It was promptly taken away from me. And from then on, you know, I'd always go into bookstores and kind of sneak into the astrology section, even though nobody would care. You know, if I was there by myself without my parents, nobody would care. But I just had this like, oh my gosh, this is bad. I shouldn't be looking at it, but it enticed me. And, you know, it's one of the regrets in my life that I did not heed the calling sooner. This is Libra, the idealist. That's my husband. That's what I'm married to. And, you know, on paper, we shouldn't work, but we do. We've been married. It'll be 30 years this year, at the end of the year. Because we kind of tend to, you know, his strengths are my weaknesses and vice versa. So we complement each other very well. All right, moving on. Try to make this not so long. Astrology reading cards is the other deck that I have for study. I would not use this in a reading, you know, for anyone. And again, it's kind of like the Numinous tarot, but I'm going to use this after that. I do like this book because it has full color illustrations. of the cards. The cards are huge, and they are beautiful. You know, I might decide to use this as an oracle in a reading. Maybe it depends. But this is mostly, I got this to be used as the as a study deck. So, and I know there's probably, this has been out a while, so there's probably a lot of reviews on this. And one I will tell you, one of my, these are beautiful cards. They're very glossy, they're huge, they're thin, but again, I'm not going to be shuffling them at length. It's a learning deck for me. And the some might find that the artwork is more pleasing than the Numinous. So either one of these would be great if you just wanted one for a study deck. You know, dipping your toes. The writing is very different in both, so I think I would get something out of both of them. But I lost my train of thought. Oh, I was going to say, I have not been able to get my birth chart done because I do not know what time I was born. I know the exact place, the exact hospital. Of course, I know my birthday, year. But I do not have my original birth certificate. It is somewhere in my mother's house, my parents' house, but my mother died a few years ago, and she would have been the one to know where it was. My father is clueless as to that, and my mom was kind of a pack rat, so kind of finding anything in the house is kind of a epic task. But I have a birth certificate, but it doesn't have the time of birth on it. And I've requested, I'm in Texas now, but from the city of Los Angeles, I keep getting copies that do not have my birth date. So I'm trying to find a way to fix that situation so I can get an accurate birth chart. Because I think if you don't, you know, readers or, you know, websites, they'll use 12 noon generally. And I really want to know. I want to know everything. I want it to be precise. So that's my quest, is also not only to learn astrology, but to get a freaking birth certificate that has my date of birth, because I really, really, really want to know. And I know it would answer some questions that I have. All right, astrology reading cards. The next deck that I have is the Living Wheel astrology cards. Now this one is one that I would do readings once I felt proficient with. I got this off of is it Patrick Kennedy? I'm trying to see. I think that's his name. Oh, Patrick J. Fogarty. And I got it, I followed follow his Instagram, and I got the cards, you know, from a link in his shop, because he had a little deal going a while, and I got a free stone and a bag, and these are beautiful cards. There's many, I wouldn't say there's a ton, but there are a lot of good unboxing of these. I do have an unboxing, but I would also suggest Kelly Fitzgerald, The Truth and Story, who does wonderful reviews if you're interested in this deck, and she does know more about astrology than I do, so that's why I think but you can look at mine. I do it's an unboxing and first impressions, but this is one that you would do readings, and I would see totally enhancing a tarot. They're also gilded in kind of a matte gold, which is really cool. And I haven't used them, so you can see that they're sticking together, because I'm, you know, full disclosure, I'm not up to speed in astrology, and I'm not going to pretend that I am. But the goal is, it's one of the goals for 2020. Not that I'll be an expert by the end of 2020, but you know, I will be in a better place than I am, have more knowledge than I do now. And that's the whole point, right? So this is a beautiful, stunning deck, and I think he has one of the reasons that things that drew me to this deck is that he has, yes, he has seasons. You know, early winter, late winter, early spring. Get down a little lower, late spring. Early summer, late summer, early fall, late fall. I think it's a spectacular deck, and if you want a closer look at this deck, haven't seen it. So yes, I got it. Follow the Living Wheel on Instagram. You might find a direct link to his website for this oracle. It does come with a little key booklet, but it's just, it's very, very, it's assuming you know astrology already. It's nothing comprehensive. Look at that beautiful bottom of the box. So follow the link to his website. I believe also phoenixlotus.com has this deck as well, though I don't think it will come with the stone. I don't know if he's still giving out stones. The first printing he gave out, I think it was a clear quartz. The second printing, we got something else, and so yes, this deck is still available, and it's a wonderful, beautiful deck, beautiful box. The aesthetic, everything is beautiful, and I can't wait until I'm able to read with these. Another deck is the Meo Deck. Again, have not read with the deck because I am not up to speed. This is one that I will use probably for readings, but it is also sort of a learning deck too, although it comes with no booklet at all. Look at this beautiful box. Look at this beautiful box. If I followed the Meo deck, and I got this off at Etsy when she was having a sale. It was in the fall, and I got something like, I think she was having 35% off of this deck at the time, and I got it off of Etsy. I imagine it's still available. Follow Meo Deck in on Instagram, and I'm sure there'll be plenty of links that will take you to. It is a beautiful, beautiful deck, and again, pink with these blue cards. These are cards, extra cards, kind of the, let me see. These ones I have backwards are kind of like in lieu of a booklet. So look at those backs. Title card. It goes into rulership, detriment, exaltation, fall, continues, and there's some spreads here. I'm sorry the lighting is not usually as good as I normally have. It's kind of dark, and I am in my nice room that has good lighting usually when the sun is shining bright, but it's threatening rain here in Texas and Austin, so yeah. So I've got my little kind of mood changing lamp. It's a rock salt lamp. I got this for I think $8 at Half Price Books. If you're near one, they have a lot of them right now. It's kind of a new thing they put on their shelves, but it's on a little platform. It's an LED light, and it's like a mood changing light, and it's totally cute, and I love it. Okay, so the cardstock is beautiful, rose petal finish. They're not gilded in any way, but they're not glossy. They're super, super matte. And there is a full unboxing in on my channel if you would like to see the Meo Deck. So this is one I would use in readings. This one and the Living Wheel deck. The other two, the first two I showed, are just for me to learn. The next one would be one I would also use to enhance readings. The Astrological Oracle cards I would definitely use. This has been out a while. It's a low Scarabeo deck. You're all probably familiar with this beautiful deck, but it is gorgeous. Got a nice chunky book, but only a portion of that is in English, and then it goes into other languages. But this is one, it's embossed. It's really, really beautiful. There's not a ton of cards in here. See if it says anywhere. 22 Art Nouveau cards. So there's only 22 cards. This is readily available on Amazon, which is where I ordered it from, but you gotta love this Art Nouveau art. It's like my ethereal visions and my tarot muha. I just love this style of art, and I'm sure you are very, very probably have seen lots of unboxings of this deck, but I would use this as an oracle for enhancement of a reading, and that's me. They are big cards. They are glossy, kind of that plasticky coated finish on them. So yes, not very many, just like a major arcana, the 22. Magic number of 22. All right, so we'll put those away, and this again would be when I'm up to speed and wanting to enhance my readings with astrological cards. The next one, I want to get more familiar with phases of the moons. I got the Queen of the Moon Oracle. I got this, it's practically brand new. I got it from Half Price Books, and it was $10.99. I got it recently. So I know it's been out for a while. It's a deck that probably many of you are familiar with, so that's why I haven't done an unboxing of it, and I'm just including it here. But this is this would be a study. But then I would use it, as an oracle in readings. I definitely would. And again, Rock Pool. This is by Stacey DeMarco. It's Rock Pool Publishing. So they are large cards. Again, plasticky, super glossy. Don't know if if you can see that. The Void, New Moon Beginnings, Realization, Waxing Crescent 1. So this again is to help me to learn about some of the moon phases. I'm also going to get a book and an app, but this, you know, looking at cards, looking at visualization, I think is a really fun way to get started. And this goes, you know, the moon phases and astrology go hand in hand, and I want to bring more of that energy into my readings. And this is a beautiful, stunning, stunning deck. It really gives me pleasure just looking at these images. And I can't wait to start using it. So, last quarter moon gratitude. This is The Queen of the Moon Oracle by Stacy DeMarco. Again, widely available at, you know, your local Barnes & Noble or Amazon. And, but I did get it secondhand, but it was like in brand new condition. It doesn't even feel like it's been touched. So I got it for a very good price, $10.99. Well worth it. I don't know why. Well, you know, sometimes people, maybe it didn't resonate with them, and they really needed to. Maybe it's been sitting on the shelf for a while, but it doesn't really look like it. I mean, it's like brand new. It feels new, and yeah, half-price books, guys. If you have one in your area, in your state. And the last one. This is the very last deck, Moonology cards, and by Yasmin Bolin. This is a much loved deck. I know it's been out for a while, and another deck to help me learn phases of the moons. You have to add moon energy to my tarot readings, and you all are, I know, familiar with it, but this is what I have in my collection. So these are the decks that I have in my collection to help me with, to get up to speed with astrology. I do have some books as well, but the cards, I'm probably, you know, the first two decks I showed, that's what I'm gonna use when I start. Just to dip my toes in. And then I have some other books that look like they're more, you know, more substantive, really, you know, the meat and potatoes. But I think the way I like to learn, I'm going to dip my toes in first, kind of get an overview, and then, you know, delve into the book so I don't feel totally lost. You know, sometimes it's so much. I know a lot of you have been at this for years and years and years, and me, I got into this very recently at the age of 52, and it's just, there's so much I want to learn, so much I want to learn. Some of it, as far as the tarot readings themselves, that part has come rather, I'm not going to say easy, but I feel like it's naturally in my wheelhouse, if you know what I mean. New moon in Pisces, meditate and contemplate. And I feel like I was meant to do it. And one day I'm going to do an in-depth video of my tarot journey, my spiritual journey. I keep saying that. I've said it in other videos. But all these, you know, I want to do these deck videos too. And sometimes I have a lot of Kickstarters that are going to be trickling in the spring. So, you know, I'm going to be doing new deck reviews when those come in. Actually, I have one pre-order that's supposed to be, you know, it said it was shipped at the beginning of the month, and I'm getting kind of worried. It's coming from Canada, and I'm gonna have to message somebody and see what's up with that, because I'm getting kind of worried. It doesn't usually take, it's been, what's today, the 18th? It doesn't take 18 days for something to come from Canada. But yeah, I got a shipping notification on the 1st, so yeah, I'm kind of worried. But anyway, these are my astrology and moon decks, oracles, to help me learn, to help enhance tarot readings when I get up to speed, and a very important component of my deck collection. And I just love this box. Just love it. The colors, the color palette. It's pastel-y, lots of purples and lavenders and pinks and blues. And I can see why it's a favorite of many people. So let me know, do you have these decks? What do you think? Do you have other decks that you would think help me in my astrology journey, to help me get up to speed with astrology, or maybe once I'm up to speed, that will help enhance a tarot reading? I'm interested. Please leave a comment below. I'm a new channel, so it would be much appreciated if you found any value or enjoyment out of this video to please hit the notification button, subscribe, like, and I just want to say thank you for spending your precious time, even spending, if you even watched, you know, a quarter of this video. I know life is very fast and very, very busy, so it is much appreciated. And I will be back soon with another deck video. So yeah, have a wonderful day and blessings, y'all.